All right, now remember, our 9 weeks grade is, or our semester grade is based on 9 weeks and 9 weeks. Everybody understand what I'm saying? 40%, 40%, 20% for the exam. All right, so if you made a B and you weren't happy with it, work a little bit harder and your semester grade will be an A. All right, it's totally possible. All right, the grades were actually very good. I was very happy with you guys. Now I think this next test on Friday should be super easy for you guys also. All right, so the only thing is some kids have problems setting things up. So I'm going to concentrate today on setting things up. All right, we're just going to do worksheet number 1. All right, so everybody put that up. And let's get started.
Do you need a desk with that?
No, not really. All right, is everybody on this page right here? All right, now again, for some reason, the theme here is shadows, right, and height. It's called indirect measurements. All right, so if you want to measure something very tall, and you don't have the ability to measure it, with some type of instrument, measuring tool, then you can do an indirect measurement. And that's kind of what they're trying to show you. All right. Now, for question number 1, it says that at the same time a 12-foot adult elephant casts a 4-foot or 4.8-foot shadow. So here's what I want you to write down for this. All right. Now, notice I label everything. So 12 represents the elephant. That's why it's 12E. And the 12-foot elephant makes a what? 4.8-foot shadow. Now notice I put an S. All right, is everybody with me on that? Now, the elephant is on top, and the shadow is on the bottom of the fraction. So when I create a proportion, the height has to go on the top, and the shadow has to go on the bottom. So a baby elephant casts a 2-foot shadow. So where does the 2-foot go?
On the bottom.
Everybody with me on that? It has to go on the bottom. The reason why it goes on the bottom is because the shadow is on the bottom. And then X would go on the top. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Right now, we already know how to do proportions, so we just cross multiply. So here we would say 4.8x is equal to 24. And now, somebody keeps asking me about the calculator. Listen, I want you to stop asking me about the calculator. If I let you use the calculator in class, guess what? Yeah, you can use it on the test, all right? You know how to do everything. Right now, I'm testing your ability to solve proportions and fractions. All right, that's what we're testing. All right, I've already taught you how to do the fractions. All right, so now when I divide, that becomes what?
5.
5. Now the only thing you're responsible outside of 5 is to tell me 5 what?
Feet.
5 feet. Thank you very much. It is 5 feet. 5 feet. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't really hear because I was putting something in the bottom. How come the 2 goes on the bottom again?
Because that's the shadow.
Oh, okay.
So the shadows went on the bottom of the fraction.
Oh, okay.
The size of the elephant went on the top or in the numerator. All right? So let's check out number 2. Same principle. It says, if a 12-meter tall airplane hangar casts an 18-meter shadow. So, again, I'm just going to go ahead and write that out as 12-meter, and we're talking about a hangar. So I just put H. It casts an 18-meter what? Shadow. Now, can I put the shadow on top if I want?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're right. All right. Equals. Now, at the same time, a park jet casts a 6-meter shadow. So where's that going? On the top or the bottom? bottom because it's talking about the shadow. Is everybody good with that? So I put a 6 here and an X here. All right. Now we can just cross multiply. All right. When I cross multiply, I get.
You can do 6 times.
Yes, you can. Very good. You can say I went from 18 to 6, so I divided by 3, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
And then you can say 12 divided by 3. But personally, I would just try to, be consistent now. Cross, multiply, divide. So X worked out to be what?
4
4 what?
meters.
4 meters. All right. Make sure you are writing down the units. Make sure you're writing down the units. All right. So now I want everybody to set up. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Everybody set up number 3. And then I'm going to set it up, and then I can tell whether or not you understand exactly what I'm doing. All right, everybody set up number 3. And if you're just doing a great job and you understand that this is easy, just go to 4, go to 5. All right, Carly, I don't want you sitting there. I don't care if you don't have your iPad. How would you fix your problem right now? What do you think you could be doing? Wow. Didn't take much. Come on, you got to write it down like everybody else.
Can we do the abbreviation for the?
Yes. Yeah. Set it up. And then cross multiply. And let's see if you got the right answer. Set it up. That's what you're supposed to do. And you write out the steps, just like I'm writing out the steps. Then you let your calculator do the work. Well, I'm totally fine with that. All right, but I'm setting it up. You have to set it up. All right. So for question number 3, who's going to give it a shot?
I got it.
Go.
Okay. So I put 160 feet high on the top and then 64 on the bottom. And then so on the other side I put 2.8 on the bottom and then X on the top.
Very good. All right, now set that up. Anybody not set that up properly? All right, does anybody need me to explain that? Now, again, the H and the S are just so you don't make a mistake.
Oh.
All right, I would prefer that you write the H and the S. So you know in your fraction, the height is on the top and the shadow is on the bottom. And then you don't have to worry about making a mistake. All right, so then we cross multiply. I get 64 is 64x is equal to, what's 180 times, or 160 times 2.8? What was that?
448.
448. And so x worked out to be what?
7.
All right, and we would say 7 what?
Feet.
7 feet. Easy as that. All right, Kate, you help me out with number 4 now. Tell me how to set it up. Where do you want to put that, on the top or the bottom? Okay, so if I put 72 on the top, what is that called? Well, read it to me. See how they're tricking you? So the 72 represents the what? Is it the height or the shadow? Exactly. You see that or not now? All right, I think that's important, okay? So they trick you. All right, do we know the height of the building? Does it say what the height of the building is? No, so that's our x. Do you agree with that? So I'm going to put x on the bottom, and then I'm going to put h because I'm looking for the height. All right, now continue on. So now the next number, 27, where does that go, on the top or the bottom? Very good. And then what goes on the top? Exactly. Now look, I tried to tell some people earlier now, if you're not understanding me, just tell me. Yes.
Why did you put 4.5 on the top?
Well, 4.5 represents the what? Doesn't it say it's the shadow? So we put shadow on the top. Can you write x over 72? Then you'd write 27 over what? 4.5.
Is that okay?
It's the same. Look, I can't do that for you. You're not understanding me. Listen carefully. I don't care how you set it up. I just need it set up properly. We said this yesterday. There are multiple ways of setting it up. I can't walk around the room and make sure you're setting it up properly. You can look for yourself. Because when you cross multiply, everybody's going to get the same thing. You end up with 4.5x, and what's 72 times 27? Someone help her out. What is it? Nope.
1,944.
1944. Did anybody else get 1944 for 72 times 27? And then, go ahead, Kate, then divide and tell me what the answer is. You see where we're at, right? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure you know what you're doing. Did anybody else get 72? No, I don't think 72. 1944 divided by 4.5. Shh. I'm not interested. I'm interested in Kate. You see what I'm doing, Kate, right here? I don't know why it's taking you so long. You with me on that or not? Okay, listen. So we came up with 432, and of course I'd want you to say 432 feet. You're interrupting. All right? It'd be 432 feet. Now, again, I'm not sure, Kate, where you made a little mistake there, but remember now, you have to tell me if you're not sure, right? You understand what I'm saying? All right, try the next one. What?
And I know you said it doesn't matter the way you set it up, but I set it up with the because I set it up a different way and I get the wrong answer, but I think it was just because I put the shadows on the bottom instead of the top.
Well, what I'm saying, Will, is the shadow is on the top over here. So it has to be on the top over here.
Oh, okay. I see.
How did you set it up? How did you set it up?
Oh, well, I put the
Just tell me what's on your iPad.
Oh, well, it was, I had on the top, I had 70 feet through. Oh, that was why, and then I had 4.5. Oh,
You see what I'm saying, right?
yes.
Now you have to put the numbers in the right spot. All right, you have to put the numbers in the right spot. You good? All right. So I need someone else now to check out. Allison, tell me about number 5. How are you going to set that up? 99. Now, what does 99 represent? The shadow. Good. Over what? Very good, because we don't know. Very good. Good job, girl. Very good. Kate, that made sense now? Okay. Now cross multiply, Allison. What am I going to get? And now what? Yeah, and I'm waiting. Is everybody happy with it being 132 feet? Look, man, I'm not turning around anymore.
I said I had to send you that.
Well, then what's different than yours and mine? When you cross multiply on your paper, what's on your iPad?
I did.
So now listen to me. Here's a good lesson now. Because listen, she said she got 99. Well, I don't know how you got 99 unless you show me your work. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. If you don't show your work, it's just wrong. If you make a careless mistake, I can give you partial credit. So, Caroline, do you see what I'm saying? Like, you should have on your iPad that step. If you don't have that step, then I can't help you.
I just did it
Because you did what? You looked up. All right? That's what I'm trying to show her. All right? I write all my steps out. So if you're making a mistake, you can find where you made your mistake. But it's not any good if you don't write out your work. All right. Number 6. William, go ahead.
Oh, okay. In use, should I read it out?
No, you don't need to. Just tell me where you put the numbers.
So there's a 30-foot tall statue. So you would put 32 on the top,
Okay?
and then it's 57 feet long, so you put 57, and then an S on the bottom.
Right. So this is the shadow, and this is the height.
Yes. And then you would do, you would put 3.5 on the, would you put that on the top?
Well, you're asking me, why do you think it goes on the top?
Well, because it's not another shadow.
There you go, buddy. That's exactly right.
And then you put X on the bottom.
Now when you cross multiply, tell me what you get.
Yes. I got 201, 2.5. So 20,000.
Will, is that right? 201.25?
Oh, yes. Or, well, no, I got 2, I actually got, sorry, 212.5. So the decimals are 2.
Well, do for me on your calculator. 3.5 times 57.
Yes.
Just, I'm trying to get him in the game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop, Will. Stop being sorry. All right?
199.5.
There you go, buddy. 199.5. Caroline, you agree with that? Okay, now what? Will?
Oh, sorry. Now, 199.5 divided by.
No, you're not. Yes, there you go. Relax, relax. Come on, man. Tell me what you got.
I got 5.25.
5.25. Anybody else get 5.25?
That's what I got. Feet.
Don't forget the feet, Will.
Go well. Good job, Will.
Oh, you guys are killing me today. All right, here we go, guys. Good job.
It's a rough
I know it is. We have to possibly stop saying sorry. All right. Now, something a little bit different. All right? But it's kind of the same. All right? These triangles are similar. So, Catherine, how am I going to set this up?
You could do 20 over 5.5.
20 over 5.5. So she's going the base to the right side.
And then 48 over X.
Exactly. That's one way of writing it. You don't have to write it that way, though. You just have to get the right answer.
So I got 20x equals 264. And then x equals 13.2.
Anybody else get that? Double check her, please. And again, remember, you're not writing down what she wrote. Does everybody see? You could put 20 over 48, right? equals 5.5 over x also. Does everybody agree with that?
I got 13.
As long as you got 13.2, you know what you're doing. If you didn't get 13.2, we got to have a little talk. William, you good with that one?
Yes.
All right. Don't be afraid. Speak up if you're not understanding. Miles, be quiet. You understand what we're doing or not?
I got
Alex, come on, man. I want another A. All right, be kind of nice. Starting out with an A on a test would be awesome. I don't think it's that hard, guys. All right. Now, I'm going to see how many people get number 8 correct. All right, I want everybody, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. All right, Miles, how do I set this up?
Okay, I'm gonna have to scroll back to it. So, it would be, sorry, I did this a different way, so it's gonna be a little weird for me to set it up as a fraction.
Come on.
So, it would be 15 over 12 or 12 over 15.
Well, let's do 15 over 12 since that's
Okay.
what you said.
And then it would be 52.5 over x.
Very good work, buddy. 62.5 over x.
And you need to find the value of x,
So,
which it ends up being,
well, wait a minute. Tell me what 12 times 52.5 because I want everybody to see the work.
okay, 12 times 52.5 would be is 630.
Thank you, sir. So x is what?
So 630 divided by 15 is 42. But
Wow, I'm proud of you, buddy.
it wants the distance between the skate park and the movie theater,
Wow,
which means you also have to
wow.
add that 12. Which
Wow. Miles, you should make 100 on your test, buddy. Very nice. Very nice. Most people did not put 54.
Yeah.
Most people put what?
42.
Because they didn't
Add 12.
read the question. They didn't read the question. All right, I would have just put 42 if I was in a hurry. Is everybody with me?
Yeah.
It's 42 plus 12 because they want the distance from the skate park to the movie theater. They want the whole length. Yes, sir.
I put 42, but and then I looked at more closely. I was like,
Yeah, that's exactly right. Don't make a mistake of just putting 42. You always have to answer the right question. Now, I want to say one more thing, guys, because I'm not very good at babysitting. So your iPad should be focused here. You're not supposed to be doing the YouTube thing. You're not supposed to be doing on anything else. All right? Don't be distracted. All right. Now, listen, scroll down the page. That's essentially, guess what?
Homework.
Same thing. Who was here earlier when I said what I wanted to do today? What did I say I was going to do? What we're going to do? No, I did not say that. What did I say? Do you remember, Allison? Yeah, so here's what we got, guys. We're done. All right. I feel like if you got all those questions right, you know exactly what we're doing. Right? If you made a couple mistakes, it wouldn't be a bad idea to practice a little bit more with this worksheet right here. But it's essentially the same thing. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Now, I said our test is Friday, and I would like for you to start the review tonight. So that's why I want you to go back to Google Classroom and now upload the what? The review. Yes, the Chapter 5 review. Put that on your Notability and get started with that. You don't have to do all of it, all right? But I'd try to maybe get through half of it. And then tomorrow I'll start going over the whole thing. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
So your job right now is to be studying. All right, you're starting your review. That's what you're doing. All right, if you had some trouble and you had a question about something, you can let me know and I'll help you out.
I just have a question about something on the test. I think, like, for when we're doing things like 2 quarts to 1 gallon.
Yeah, I really kind of want you to know that.
Okay.
All right, but everybody go to question number 5. Number 5 on the review, I don't think, is that the one where it's meters to miles?
No, it says.
Yeah, it's which
Yeah.
rate is equivalent to 45 minutes.
Yeah, that one we don't have to do. All right, so you can omit question number 5. I made a mistake when I added that.
But for things like
Yes, I really think it's kind of important that you know full quarts in a gallon. I really think it's kind of important that you know 2 cups in a pint, 2 pints in a quart. All right? I'm not saying I'm going to not give that to you on the test yet, but it's just something, I mean, you can look it up if you don't know it right now, is what I'm saying. All right? Look it up if you don't know it. All right? Because the more you look things up, the easier it is. It sticks in your brain. All right? If you've got how many ounces in a pound or something like that, look it up. All right? Look it up.